ASEAN Connectivity refers to the physical, institutional, and people-to-people linkages that can contribute towards a more competitive, inclusive, and cohesive ASEAN. The ASEAN Connectivity was initiated in 2010, has evolved into the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity 2025, which aims for a competitive and inclusive integrated ASEAN. The ASEAN Connectivity Forum is the only connectivity-related platform in Korea. To realize its vision, the first ASEAN Connectivity Forum was held in Seoul, Korea in October 2013. Over the past 9 years, the ASEAN Connectivity Forum has been discussing ways to strengthen ASEAN connectivity through the ASEAN-Korea partnership and providing opportunities to business people. Celebrating the 10th anniversary this year, ASEAN and its dialogue partners gathered today to discuss the achievements of ASEAN connectivity and post-2025 agenda. Welcome to the 10th ASEAN Connectivity Forum.
A very good morning to you, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to ASEAN Expanded Connectivity Forum in celebration of the 10th ASEAN Connectivity Forum. My name is Callie Chung. I am thrilled and honored to be guiding you through today's program under the theme of advancing ASEAN connectivity through partnerships among ASEAN dialogue partners. This forum is co-organized by ASEAN Korea Center and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Republic of Korea in cooperation with ASEAN Secretariat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed from the opening video, the ASEAN Korea Center has been organizing the forum, ASEAN Connectivity Forum, since 2013. Its aim to support the ASEAN connectivity initiatives and the strategic areas of the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity 2025. Now, today's forum is all the more significant as it marks the 10th anniversary of the forum, and it is such a pleasure to gather in person in an offline format. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let me begin the opening ceremony of the ASEAN Expanded Connectivity Forum. First off, it is with great honor and privilege for me to introduce His Excellency Kim Hae-yong, Secretary General of the ASEAN Korean Center, who will deliver his opening remarks. Please join me in welcoming His Excellency with a big round of applause.
안녕하십니까. Good morning to all. His Excellency Mr. Choi Youngsam, Deputy Minister for Political Affairs, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And Her Excellency Chring Botumrangsay, Cambodian Ambassador to Korea and Chair of ASEAN Committee in Seoul. His Excellency Mr. Youngsam, the former Vice Minister of Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and Ambassador to Korean Mission to ASEAN. Ambassador Scott Marcial, former U.S. Ambassador to Indonesia and Myanmar, and first U.S. Ambassador for ASEAN Affairs. And also His Excellency Mr. Angelo Gonzalez Nuestro, Undersecretary for the Office of Connectivity and Department of Information and Communications Technology of Philippines. And many other distinguished guests and renowned speakers from ASEAN and Korea. I'd like to apologize. I cannot name them all due to time constraints. First of all, welcome to the ASEAN Expanded Connectivity Forum. I express my gratitude to our co-organizer, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Korea. This year's forum is all the meaningful. It is the first time to co-host the forum with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and expanding its scope to include ASEAN dialogue partners. My appreciation also goes to ASEAN Secretariat for their cooperation and all speakers who will share insights on ASEAN connectivity. Distinguished guests, ASEAN connectivity is about linking people and industries together to ultimately improve the overall quality of life. It aims to distribute the benefits of multifaceted growth and narrow down the development gap among ASEAN member states. With a master plan on ASEAN Connectivity 2025, ASEAN efforts have played a vital role in enhancing ASEAN integration and the greater ASEAN community, which demonstrates the importance of ASEAN connectivity. Against this backdrop, the ASEAN Korea Center has been organizing its flagship program, ASEAN Connectivity Forum, since 2013. The forum has long served as a platform to discuss the development of ASEAN connectivity, and it facilitates ASEAN-Korea partnerships to support connectivity projects in the key areas of infrastructure, energy, and digital and smart cities, among others. Marking the 10th anniversary of Forum this year, AKC has specially organized ASEAN Expanded Connectivity Forum under the theme of Advancing ASEAN Connectivity through Partnership among ASEAN Dialogue Partners. Today, the forum is divided into 3 sessions in which experts from the public and private sectors as well as the academic community will provide insightful thoughts to further develop ASEAN connectivity. Given this great opportunity, the first session will present a discourse on the progress and identify challenges and opportunities of ASEAN connectivity. I believe that speakers will share valuable recommendations to ensure the effective implementation of connectivity efforts, discussing important topics as mentioned in the ASEAN Leaders' Statement on ASEAN Connectivity Post-2025 Agenda from the ASEAN Summit last month. In the second session, regional case studies of connectivity efforts from ASEAN dialogue partners will be examined. The introduction of various initiatives by different dialogue partners is a newly added component to our forum to widen and deepen regional cooperation. This exposure to different ASEAN connectivity attempts will discover growth potentials and opportunities for synergy among the dialogue partners of ASEAN. And this will effectively enhance ASEAN connectivity as a whole. And the third and final session will consist of presentations on connectivity projects from 10 ASEAN member states. Based on the presentations, business meetings will be facilitated between ASEAN and Korean counterparts. Since these meetings will serve as a catalyst for future ASEAN-Korea partnership, I look forward to these meaningful presentations and the consequent business meetings. Being said, the day has just begun and we have much to discuss. I hope speakers, participants, and observers alike will leave today's forum stimulated and determined to create a better tomorrow. Once again, thank you for your attendance. I hope today's discussion will be fruitful. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Secretary General, for kicking off the forum. He has delivered his sincere greetings as well as providing the overview of the forum, laying out what we can expect from the forum. Thank you so very much. Hope we can put our hands once again to thank our Secretary General. Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to invite His Excellency Choi Youngsam, Deputy Minister for Political Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Korea, for his welcoming remarks. Please join me in welcoming him with a big round of applause.
His Excellency Mr. Kim Hae-yong, Secretary General of the ASEAN-Korea Center, Her Excellency Mr. Chring Botumrangsay, Ambassador of Cambodia and Chair of the ASEAN Committee in Seoul, His Excellency Mr. Angelo Nuestro, Undersecretary of the Department of Information, Communication and Technology of the Philippines, and His Excellency Mr. Scott Marcia, Senior Advisor of the Bauer Group of Asia, and former U.S. Ambassador to ASEAN. His Excellency Mr. Im Sung-nam, former Vice Minister of the Korean Foreign Ministry and Ambassador to ASEAN. Distinguished ambassadors of the ASEAN Committee in Seoul, and ladies and gentlemen. First, I would like to congratulate the ASEAN-Korea Center on the 10th anniversary of its flagship ASEAN Connectivity Forum today. The Korean government is pleased to celebrate this occasion by co-organizing this year's commemorative forum on ASEAN expanded connectivity. My special thanks also goes to the Secretary General and the team at the ASEAN Korea Center for their cooperation. Also, I would like to warmly welcome those who have taken time to travel to Seoul to join us this morning. Taking this opportunity, allow me to extend my special appreciation to the ambassadors of the all ACS who have been indispensable supporters of ASEAN-Korean partnership and center's activities. Your commitment and dedication have allowed ASEAN-Korea relations to grow and thrive, even during pandemic, as we collaborated to maintain our connections for the free flow of essential goods and peoples. And now, under Korea's own Indo-Pacific strategy and the Korea-ASEAN Solidarity Initiative, or KASI, which was announced by President Yoon Suk-yeol at the ASEAN-Korean Summit in Phnom Penh last month, ASEAN-Korea relations are expected to grow even further. ASEAN will be at the center of Korea's vision to build a free, peaceful, and prosperous Indo-Pacific region. And based upon our respect and support for ASEAN centrality and embracing a greater role in this region, Korea will step up efforts to accelerate this region's recovery and strengthen sustainable growth. We will continue to promote regional economic integration through effective utilization of RCEP and other emerging economic initiatives, such as the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, or IPEF. We will harness the potential of the digital economy through partnerships in digital technology and innovation. And we will strengthen the region's sustainability and resilience through enhanced climate action and clean energy options. All of these efforts will contribute to strengthening regional connectivity and ASEAN's community building efforts. Recognizing the importance of ASEAN connectivity in building a peaceful and prosperous Indo-Pacific, Korea has been and continues to be a strong supporter of the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity 2025 and a robust partner of major projects such as the ASEAN Smart Cities Network. The planned doubling of the funds for projects under the 3 ASEAN-related cooperative funds will also provide both the means and the momentum to bolster Korea's partnership in strengthening the network of peoples and infrastructure in ASEAN. Ambassadors and ladies and gentlemen, despite the meaningful pledges and advances that have been made over the years, we also must recognize the slow progress of many connectivity projects. Moreover, the economic fallout of the pandemic and the continuing deterioration of the global financial conditions are making it more difficult to support and sustain major connectivity related to infrastructure projects. It is against this backdrop that the ASEAN leaders adopted the statement on the ASEAN Connectivity Post-2025 agenda this November to call for greater engagement with external partners, private sectors, and international organizations. Now, here is the good news. All of the Indo-Pacific strategies of ASEAN's major dialogue partners include their respective commitments to increase cooperation and support in the region's connectivity efforts. For example, the US-ASEAN climate futures and economic futures, which were announced at the ASEAN-US Special Summit in May this year, comprises major investment in this region's sustainable and resilient infrastructure developments. How about Australia? Australia's Partnership for Infrastructure Initiative supports the region's resilience and economic recovery too. Japan, one of the largest ODA donors in the region, has been carrying out its expanded partnership for quality infrastructure for several years. And the EU also launched its Global Gateway project late last year to strengthen connectivity with ASEAN. To ensure effective implementation of these initiatives, however, it is imperative that ASEAN and its dialogue partners all work together to minimize overlap and generate synergy to identify missing links and connect the dots. In this regard, today's forum held under the theme Advancing ASEAN Connectivity Through Partnerships Among ASEAN Dialogue Partners will prove truly instrumental. By sharing not only ASEAN's major project, but also the dialogue partners' initiatives, we will be able to identify areas of cooperation and integration. Alignment of our priorities and harmonization of our projects will help us better connect our connectivity projects and strengthen our solidarity in building a more resilient and prosperous Indo-Pacific region. Moreover, I do hope today's forum will lead to many more similar platforms for greater coordination among ASEAN dialogue partners. In this way, Korea, our country, aspiring to be a global pivotal state, aims to facilitate regional cooperation and solidarity, and thereby contributes to building a free, peaceful, and prosperous region. In closing, I look forward to fruitful discussions today and wish today's forum a greater success. Above all, I wish everyone here good health and happiness this holiday season. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for congratulating the forum on its 10th anniversary, also reiterating Korean government's commitment to be a staunch supporter of ASEAN connectivity. Hope we can put our hands once again to thank His Excellency. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to introduce another special guest. At this time, congratulatory remarks will be delivered by Her Excellency Chring Botumrangsay, Ambassador of Kingdom of Cambodia to Republic of Korea, also serving as the chair of ASEAN Committee in Seoul. Please welcome Her Excellency with a big round of applause.
안녕하십니까. Good morning. His Excellency Kim Hae-yong, Secretary General of the ASEAN-Korea Center, His Excellency Choi Youngsam, Deputy Minister for Political Affairs at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Republic of Korea, Excellency Ambassadors and representatives, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, on behalf of the ASEAN Committee in Seoul, let me convey my warmest appreciation to Excellency Kim Hae-yong, AKC Fellow, as well as the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Korea for organizing this forum today. It is such a great honor for me to be here at this year's ASEAN Expanded Connectivity Forum under the theme Advancing ASEAN Connectivity Through Partnerships Among ASEAN Dialogue Partners. I am certain that this forum will produce productive and insightful outputs, as well as input for ASEAN and ASEAN dialogue partners to further foster connectivities and to build a competitive and resilient community and regional partners. Taking these opportunities, I also would like to convey my sincere congratulations on the occasion of the 10th anniversary of the ASEAN Connectivity Forums. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the ASEAN connectivity is an integral part of building the ASEAN community through three key dimensions: physical, institutional, and people-to-people connectivities. It provides the foundational support means to achieve a well-connected ASEAN, to strengthening the political security, economic and social-cultural pillars, narrowing the development gaps, and improving the lives of citizens through the broadening of opportunity and boosting prosperities. In 2016, the Master Plan on the ASEAN Connectivity 2025 was adopted and envisioned to achieve a seamlessly and comprehensively connected ASEAN that will promote competitiveness, inclusiveness, and a greater sense of community with 5 key areas, including sustainable infrastructure, digital innovation, seamless logistics, regulatory excellence, and people mobility. During the 40th and 41st ASEAN Summit and related summits, which was held in November in Phnom Penh, Cambodia this year, the ASEAN leaders has reaffirmed the ASEAN Community Vision 2025, Forging Ahead Together. The Vientiane Declaration on the adoption of the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity 2025, and the Hanoi Declaration on the ASEAN Community Post-2025 Vision. They also recognizing the opportunities and challenges presented by the emergence and implication of mega trends, together with the rapid changing global and regional landscape, as well as growing interest from external partners to engage and develop stronger cooperation on connectivity with ASEAN. Which is why this forum is vital for building momentum for the future outcome of the MPAC 2025. The leaders also acknowledge the achievements and ongoing effort made under the MPAC 2025, such as the establishment of the ASEAN Highway Network, the ASEAN Roll-on Roll-off Network, the ASEAN Broadband Corridor that has resulted in several projects like ASEAN Internet Exchange Network and the ASEAN Single Telecommunication Markets and more, which help to support the ASEAN community building process and implementation of the ASEAN Smart City frameworks, the ASEAN Comprehensive Recovery Framework and its implementation plan, the ASEAN Outlook on Indo-Pacific to strengthen the regional competitiveness, recover better from COVID-19 pandemic, and build resilience to address growing challenges and transform socio-economic outcome in ASEAN. However, much remains to be done to realize the vision of seamlessly connected ASEAN, to which the leader are determined to enhance ASEAN connectivity by evaluating the MPAC 2025 and advancing ASEAN connectivity post-2025 agenda, to which it shall promote people-centered and people-oriented approach, sustainable development, regional integration, and future-oriented. Policy including climate resilience and sustainable infrastructure, smart city, digital transformation, supply chain connectivities and resilience, energy transition and green growth, supporting small and medium enterprises, effective partnership, harness the connectivity opportunity, and addressing the challenge together. And to strengthen engagement with private sector, international and regional organizations, relevant stakeholder and external partner are the key to support the implementation of MPAC 2025 and the development of ASEAN Connectivity post-2025 agendas and its implementation. They also agree that the development of the ASEAN post-2025 agenda shall be carried out with a whole of community approach towards synergizing and complementing connectivity efforts across sectors. ASEAN community pillar, as well as those within and beyond the region, to fully harness the benefit of connectivities. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to further our region and regional alliances, the future of our regional alliances will depend on our regional competitiveness, which can only come from a well-connected region that acts in unison. As ASEAN, the approach is all about getting the maximum synergy from this initiative, the so-called connecting the connectivity approach, to extracting the necessarily added value. And with this as a fruit for thoughts, I would like to conclude my speech and wish all participants will come out of this forum with greater understanding on initiative and projects by ASEAN member states and dialogue partners on connectivities. Once again, I would like to give my appreciation to AKC fellows and the members of Ministry of Foreign Affairs for organizing this forum, and allow me to give my congratulations on behalf of the ACS members at this forum today. I am looking forward to the successful execution of this forum. 감사합니다. Thank you.